Hey guys, you know what? I am getting this question a ton too, so I think this is going to turn into a Q&A YouTube. Anyway, videos. So long story short, some of our clients have actually, in fact, received their EIDL money, not just the grant, but the actual money and their PPP money. And so now, great, yay, I've got money. Now what? Okay, so step one is to set up, if you got both of those, set up two separate bank accounts, one for the EIDL money and one for the PPP money, okay? And put those monies, if you got 200,000, you put 200,000 into the PPP account, okay? Exactly whatever it is you received, you set up a separate bank account for it. Now, the PPP money, you really want to focus that money on payroll. Okay, so that is what you should pay for first out of that account is payroll. The EIDL money can be used for payroll, but it can also be used for any other expenses that were impacted by the virus, okay, which is pretty much your entire business. So you really want to reserve the EIDL money for normal and traditional business expenses, and you want to use the PPP money first for payroll, then for rent, utilities, these other categories that are acceptable under the PPP. So, and I don't know why I'm having a little bit of a brain drop right now, but the categories that are covered under the PPP are payroll expenses, okay, mortgage interest, so if you have a mortgage versus rent, rent, utilities, and then interest on debts that you had prior to February 15th. Now, with the PPP money, 75% of the money must be used on payroll and payroll expenses. Otherwise, the whole loan will not be forgiven. Okay, so 75%, 75 must be used on payroll. Now, with the EIDL, okay, you can use that money on pretty much any category. It's payroll, fixed debts, okay, so like mortgage payments would be one of them, accounts payable, so any vendors that you have to pay, and the exact phrasing, other expenses that can't be paid because of the disaster's impact, which is pretty much everything else, okay? So, keep that PPP money specifically for the payroll. Really, that's the easiest way to manage it. Use the EIDL money for everything else. If you have spare money, that's something else we're going to have to cover probably in our next video. You might want to look at who else can you hire. Are there any other team members that you want on your team that you weren't able to afford before? Okay. Now, of course, that's a much bigger business decision. Is that going to be ongoing? Those kinds of things. Because you don't really just want to hire somebody for 8 weeks and then fire them again when you're out of money. So, but these are great, great questions on what to do. Now, if you set up two separate bank accounts, so let's talk about this PPP separate bank account that you just set up. Well, typically most businesses already are running payroll through like a main checking account or maybe a payroll account. So you're not going to switch all of your payroll providers to be pulling from the new PPP account. Really what you're going to want to do, let's say this time period's payroll is exactly $15,000. You're going to want to make an exact, let's make it $15,199, okay, for an exact number. So you're going to want to actually transfer from the PPP account to wherever your normal payroll is taken, the exact number, down to the penny, guys, down to the penny, 15,199.63. Okay, whatever that number is. And when you make that transfer, you make a memo on the transfer. You make notes in your QuickBooks file. You might even want to keep just a paper record of all, like an Excel spreadsheet or something, of the 8 weeks of expenses that you're doing. And so here's my $200,000 PPP loan. Here was the first week's payroll, 15,199.63, right? And you're subtracting those numbers. Your bookkeeper, you're going to want to keep really, really clean records on this stuff, guys, because when it comes time to prove what you spent that money on so that you can get your SBA forgiveness, right, you better have those records and they better be squeaky, squeaky clean, all right? So if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to put them down below. Of course, if you are seeing this, it depends on where you're seeing this. If you're seeing this on YouTube, go join our Facebook group. If you're seeing this on Facebook, go register and subscribe to our YouTube. We post videos very frequently right now. And of course, even when all of this stuff isn't happening, we post a video probably twice a week. So we'd love to have you as subscribers on both Facebook and YouTube. That is how we get all of our information out to our fantastic tax peeps. So thank you so much for watching. And again, if you guys have any questions, best place to post them is probably the Facebook group. But of course, we reply to comments in YouTube as well. So have a great day, guys, and I'll see you later. All right, thanks. Bye.